Hello everyone, Zelrant here, and for today's video on Girls Frontline 2, we're going to be talking a little bit about Chawua and whether or not she is worth it to pull, as right now she will be coming out here within a couple hours at the time of this recording, and so we've already kind of gone over her entire kit, so this isn't to look at her kit or anything. We'll probably very briefly touch on it as I kind of explain why you should or should not pull for her. But we're not going to go in depth with that. I have prior videos which I can link in the description if you want to actually take a look at her kit. So this is just going to be a quick brief whether or not you should pull. One of the big things is that Vector is also the rerun unit here. And so if you do not have Vector V1 right off the bat, that is your first priority when it comes to the burn team. Chawua wants Vector V1 as well because she does the support actions that are burn damage, which Vector with her V1 gives an additional support action that she can do. She has the one from V0 and then an additional one from her V1. And so highest priority when it comes to meta, if you really want to use the burn team, is getting at least Vector V1 before you even think about pulling for Chawua. Now with Chawua, she is got a lot of damage. She's capable of doing a significant amount of damage at V6. She does well, and she's normal. She is pretty good at V0 and V1, especially when you can get her the additional support action here with V2 if you go to V2. But it's nothing crazy. But she fits right into the burn team with her support actions, and then Vector elevating it so that she can do, I think at V0, it's once per turn, I believe. Yeah, once per turn normally. So Vector brings it up to 3 with her passive. If you go to V2, then it gets up to 4 there. But the big thing is, while Chawua has the support actions that the burn team does, her biggest, like, what makes her do a lot of damage is that Scorch March that we've talked about in the past, which is the debuff that you put on an enemy that it can stack up to 12 times at V0. At V3, you can stack it up to an infinite amount of times, and it does 7% damage per stack. V6, it now doubles the amount of stacks you get, and then it's 10% versus 7% per stack, which is where it's insane damage. But here's the big thing with Chawua, and why I'm going to actually say she's, for a lot of people, when it comes to meta, this is talking meta, I'll have a little bit more of another reason why you should pull for her, but for meta reasons, I think she's actually a very easy skip for most people, because if you're in a lot of platoons, if you're in a platoon that has someone that wants to invest in her, like a whale or something, they're going to buy up the V6. If they buy all, like, I have a whale on my team that pretty much gets all of the units at V6. They just go crazy on them. And Chawua is stuck, like, Chawua is your burn team. Like, she doesn't play in any other team. She wants to be in the burn team. And so you're only going to use her in one Gunsmoke frontline or team. You're not going to be borrowing her in or using her in burn team and then another team. So you're never going to use her twice. So if someone has a V6 Chawua within your platoon, or even V3, and you only have V0, guess who your borrow unit for the burn and Gunsmoke is going to be? It's going to be Chawua, because QJ, everybody should have a good QJ at this point. If you don't, just continue to pull for her on the standard banner, at least up to V3. There you go, QJ is good. Sharkry is an SR unit. Everybody should be getting V6. If you don't have it at this point, you'll eventually get it from pulling, because she's a SR character, and so she's very, very good. Sharkry's actually better than Chawua, damage-wise, V0 to V6. So that's another free-to-play. Right there is 2 good free-to-plays. You have Vector V1, the highest priority on this banner. She's on this banner. Pull Vector V1 before you even think of Chawua. So there's your third one that you should have at this point before you pull for Chawua. And then you have your fourth one, which is going to be like Senia. Senorisi is kind of your sustain, or even, I mean, if you went whale mode for Klukai, you can even throw Klukai in there if you don't even want to bring a sustain, or if you have another big DPS, they can kind of fit in there. That's someone that's flexible to move, that can be in multiple teams. You have someone like Macchiato or that you can throw in there for the support actions. So that brings your last one left, which you have to borrow one for Gunsmoke, and that is Chawua. Chawua is the borrow unit of the burn team, which it's kind of weird, because she's really, really good, but she's the unit you want to borrow from somebody else that went crazy and wailed out on her, and that is why I think she's an easier skip when it comes to the meta in terms of Gunsmoke. Now, there's a reason I'm pulling for her. I mean, I pull for all of them, but there's a reason for a lot of people that want to pull for her, and that is the dorm meta, as we'll call it. She's got I mean, they've shown now, Mika has shown that they're starting to get more and more crazy with the skins on the fan service. And so, I mean, we've seen it now. Qiuhua has, like, she's got the summer skin now, and Chawua has her crazy skin now with alternate costumes. So she has like the nurse version of it, cow version of it, and then I believe it's kind of like a, I don't even remember what it was, but it was just like a darker color one. So she's got some crazy skins that are coming with her. And so anybody that wants that for the dorm meta or whatever you want them to be, your title screen, front screen, you only need one copy for that. And so one of the best at this point. I think I like Qiuhua and her newest one even more. But definitely for most people, I mean, they're just out there. So I think that's going to be a good pickup for those that want that. I pick up one of every unit, so I will be polling today. I'll be doing a stream later today to poll over her. We actually have Lost Sword has a new unit to pull for as well, so it's gonna be a long stream today. I have actually tomorrow off, so I will be streaming my polls for Chawua to get her. We'll get her elevated in the dorm and all that for all those that want to see that to help them make the decision. And then we'll also be playing through the story. I'll be playing through her story that comes with it and all that. Then I have to do Lost Sword. I have to do a lot of game stuff today. But luckily I have tomorrow off, so we have all that time today. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make a short video since I've already talked about her kit and all that. And so we're going to be in a similar situation with another great unit coming up, which is Lind. Lind is crazy good in the Corrosion team, but she's pretty much tied to the Corrosion team in a similar sense that Chawua is insane damage at V6. But she's a very good borrow unit, not like Qiuhua, who is flexible and you can just throw in any team and she's crazy good on her own. I mean, Qiuhua, as a borrow unit, if you have a V0 or borrowing a V0 Chawua, borrowing a V6 Qiuhua, which is much easier to find. It's going to be much easier because a lot of people, even non-whales, V6 Qiuhua. And so she's going to be a better borrow than a V0 Chawua when it comes to damage. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought I'd just go over it real quick. Just let me know in the comments whether or not you plan to pull for her. And I'm going to guess it's for dorm meta for a lot of people. But for some last second convincing on that dorm meta, let's just take a look at the skins real quick. I pulled them up real here so you can look at it. So this is the nurse outfit. I mean, this is showing the dorm interaction for those who want to see that. Like, it is quite crazy. You can kind of see, here's the advertisement for it. The animations, like, there's really not much there. You got the different ones. So you have, yeah, the nurse, like the darker one with some horns on it. The cow one is the cosmetics. And here you can see it in the dorm. I think this might be the unique one that's coming with the skin. Or maybe this one, I don't know, but yeah. This one looks pretty decent. She's like taking video of herself or whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah, it's showing some of her other animations with it there. Oh man, I could have zoomed in on it here for you. But yeah, it's crazy. CN just got these, so it's actually good that we're getting them alongside her for those who will be pulling her. Because they just got them after Burn has just fallen off meta on the CN side. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I will be making there is information on AK-15's kit now, or whatever, I forget her new name. In Girls Frontline 2. I'll be going over that a little bit later today. That's it for now. If you like my content, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.